Hey guys, welcome to Cara's Cucina. I'm Cara Di Falco, and this week I am showing you how to make pasta fagioli, or as we know it here on the east coast of the States, pasta fazool. Great food isn't just about good ingredients and knowing how to cook, it's about telling the story of the food. Pasta fagioli is the epitome of Italian poor man's food, and it is a very inexpensive dish to make, and it is perfect for these cooler fall days. So I have a nice big pot of salted water. I brought it to a boil, and I am going to add in 1 pound of ditalini, and ditalini literally translates to little fingers, so it sounds better in Italian, as most things do, but they're just little pastas that are going to work out well in any soupy style dish. We're going to get those started. To start the base for our soup, as we start almost anything in Italian cooking, we're going to add about a tablespoon of good Italian olive oil into our pot. We're going to let that heat up, and then we're going to add in about 1/2 of a chopped onion. Onions have been cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes, so now we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I chopped up. And as soon as this becomes fragrant, just a couple seconds in the pot, we're going to start to add in a few spoonfuls of, I'm just using crushed tomatoes. Now, as in all Italian cooking and the way that my grandmother used to do it, if you have leftover tomato sauce that you've cooked already, you can use that as well. And again, this was another way to kind of use up some leftover things. So we're just going to get in a little bit of this crushed tomato. And you put in as much or as little as you want. Everything about this is to your taste. So if you like a more tomato-based soup, put in a little bit more. If you don't, put in a little bit less. So I've got about 3 or 4 tablespoons. We're going to let this start to cook up a bit. Our tomatoes have cooked down a little bit. They've gotten a little darker in color, and it has a beautiful smell at this point. So I'm going to start adding in our beans. Now I use cannellini beans, and again, it's just what I grew up with. I had a girlfriend in high school. Her grandmother, I believe, used red kidney beans. So again, it's whatever your family likes. My grandmother also used to use ceci beans if she couldn't get a hold of cannellini beans. And I also have reserved some of the water in that bowl of the beans. So this is 2 15-ounce cans of beans. We're just going to start with half for now. And our pasta is almost ready. It's just about al dente. Our pasta's cooked al dente, so I'm going to turn it off and drain it, but I want to reserve the water. The water of the cooked pasta is what you're going to use to finish making the broth for the soup. So we're going to let this drain out. And we're going to put it in with our beans and our onions and tomato. Just trying not to make a mess here. Let's get that last little bit out of there. Okay. And pound of pasta is a fair amount of pasta, so we're going to maybe do this by eye and kind of keep adding things in till it looks right and how I would like it. So I am going to add in the rest of this tomato. And that was about a 1/2 cup that I had in there in total. And I can actually just use this bowl to spoon in some of that pasta water and start making this soupy. Now, one of the things that you can also add in is some of the water from the beans themselves too, because that'll kind of help, again, create a nice flavorful broth. So add a little bit of that in. I've reduced my heat to low at this point because we really don't need anything else to continue cooking. The pasta's cooked, the beans are already cooked once they came out of the can, and I have enough liquid in here to more or less cover everything. And again, this is the consistency that I would want this to be. If you'd like it to be more soupy, add a little more water, add a little more of the bean water. I wound up adding in both cans of beans on the advice of my husband, who's eating this for dinner tonight, so that's what he's gonna be having. So now we're gonna season this with some salt, some black pepper, little pinch of oregano, and again, I know some people like oregano, some people don't. So again, if you don't like it, don't add it in. As well as a quick pinch of some red pepper flakes. And we'll just let this continue to heat through over low, and we're ready to go. Serve your soup with a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. That is it for this week in the Cucina, guys. If you like this recipe, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And of course, you can follow everything that's going on in the Cucina on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just give me a follow at Cara Di Falco. I'll see you guys next time. Buon Appetito.